Holders of XRP, welcome back to the CryptoZX channel. As always, thank you for your support and love. However, let's have a look at what's going on with XRP. Monday was an enormous day, and we heard a lot of important things. And as you can see, for yourself right now, the market did respond favorably. Many coins have increased in value over the past 24 hours, and if you look at it on a weekly basis as well, you can see that the market is beginning to show strength. Hopefully, you know that this momentum continues. As for XRP, it is one of the few coins that has actually experienced a slight retracement, falling 1.4% over the past 24 hours, with a price of $243 at the moment. Bitcoin is down around 1% as well. The 24-hour trading volume is approximately 2.6 billion. And the comparative valuation is still above 140 billion, specifically 141.3 billion. However, as always, let me give you all a brief disclaimer before we continue. This channel does not provide financial advice. Always conduct your own research and due diligence before making a cryptocurrency investment. There is some significant news from Japan. You may observe this for yourself. Dogecoin, Solana, and XRP are now accepted by the massive Japanese real estate company Open House. Essentially, Open House is already taking Bitcoin and Ethereum, so you know that people can buy you with these properties. And that is huge. And I know that many people will come out and say, well, this is just happening in one place, you'd be surprised, but I've heard a lot of stories about it, and I can tell you that things are really moving in that direction. It's so much faster to, get rid of a lot of these middlemen, and that's the beauty of blockchain technology. Again, I wanted to share this with you guys, so please share your personal thoughts below, because this is some big news right now. And speaking of it, you can see the SEC shifting its focus away from crypto enforcement under new leadership. Naturally, you are aware of the SEC, and we are aware of the performance history of digital assets over the past few years. Enforcing you is unfair, and as far as rules are concerned, you're just making them up as you go along. Because, this is an emerging market. Naturally, there is a need to establish new guidelines for a developing market like cryptocurrency. But now, you're starting to see, as Donald Trump said, a lot of people are, fast to come out and say, Donald Trump's doing this, doing that. It's not good, this, not that. But when it comes to crypto, I know, people want Moon right away. People want to see what happened back in November, but I've said this 1,000 times. You got to give credit where it belongs in terms of, what he said that would happen actually did happen when it comes to, bringing fairness to the crypto industry. We're actually seeing that happening. And a lot of regulation coming towards this industry. And again, it's not just going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a matter of a month or two. It takes time, and that's something that I want you guys to keep in mind, but you can really see progress being made. But with that said, shout out to Smoke for, posting this. You can see 73% of surveyed investors hold cryptocurrencies beyond BTC and Ethereum, but mostly hold only one or two other example XRP and Solana. Again, you know that the crypto degens don't really care about ordinary investors. They love to buy up meme coins and other such things. However, these individuals clearly have a lower risk tolerance than regular investors. Therefore, it seems to reason that they would want to use something that has a higher market value and is regarded as a blue-chip coin. The most well-known ones are undoubtedly XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, and these are topics that are being discussed repeatedly, which is obviously not surprising to me but rather indicates where the retail side of things is clearly located. Aside from retail, of course, we must concentrate on the fact that this is a fundamental change that is taking place. Institutional investors are actively holding XRP and want to raise their exposure once XRP ETPs are accessible for trading, as you can see from the inflow of institutional funds. Extremely fascinating information, but once more people tend to ignore it. You know, most people just care about the price soaring to all-time highs. However, as I mentioned to you guys previously, there are occasions when I knew the price truly wanted to continue rising, reach all-time highs, and simply soar, as we have witnessed over the past few months. However, there comes a point at which you do see price stagnation, and you can clearly see that if Bitcoin starts to fluctuate, XRP will follow suit. This is not an anomaly, but the way it has held, I would love to give credit where credit is due. This coin has consolidated so beautifully, but people continue to ignore it. We haven't retested the February 3rd wick yet. I'll say it 1,000 times, but it's really important to note that going forward, take a look at what Smoke suggests. The most liquid asset on the XRP ledger is, gold, and according to the XRP ledger, XRP is a radical form of commodities, money. Naturally, you are aware of the masses' desire to reach you. You people want big corporations to come out and start issuing real assets, and obviously tokenizing them. But I know that people want that to happen right away. Of course, it will take some time to get valuations, but I think that by the end of the year we will see a significant improvement, especially since we are seeing a lot of large stablecoins and regulations coming into place, which will obviously benefit Ripple in return. The stage is set one step at a time, and it is clear that people want to see that ETF approved. Brad Gerlinghouse stated that he anticipates a quarter or two later in the year, which is in the second half. You are aware that he is merely speculating, but who knows? Let's see what occurs. If you go ahead and look at this, you'll see that the SEC is shifting its attention away from crypto enforcement under the new administration. Please share your personal thoughts in the comments section below. Therefore, is this a significant indication that we may see several alternative ETFs approved, not only for digital assets like XRP, but also for other native tokens like HBAR, like XRP, XLM, and Solana, and so on? Again, we'll see what transpires, but please share your personal opinions with me in the comments section below. Take a look at this. I believe it is playing a rather interesting role in both the traditional and cryptocurrency markets. Trump's statement that he may grant tariff breaks to numerous nations that are optimistic about cryptocurrencies is crucial to take note of. As of right now, the market may start to get excited about this particular thing. Of course, as I mentioned, there are some other significant developments that will come out as well. But as I mentioned, you obviously want to know that this is not 100% certain. Of course, if another country comes and says something that doesn't sit well with him, you might see that this tariff situation starts to continue to pretty much drag on into next month as well. Of course, nothing permanent has been decided as of yet, but I'll keep you all informed. Please share your personal opinions about that in the comments section below. Looking at the price and everything, the dominance itself has decreased over the past few hours, but overall, we are still at a very high level. For the larger market, an altcoin is something that many people are looking forward to, but at the moment, Bitcoin is what you want to be concentrating on. As you are aware, Bitcoin had a fantastic start to the week, rising above $88,800. Again, you understand the significance of that range, but have a look at how crucial it is to surpass the 85K mark that I have been discussing with you all over the past several days. As you are aware, we broke out of that and pushed up to about 88K, which is quite encouraging, and I have already brought this up in my HBAR and Casper up. Since we clearly closed the CME gap on March 10th, we have been on an upward track, so far so good. Naturally, confirmation of the upward trend is still in the 23.6, so I'll keep you all updated. Naturally, if you're looking at XRP's price right now, let's look at it on the hourly time frame because, as you are aware, we have already seen the price of XRP on the daily time frame. However, if you're looking at it, you are aware that, despite the fact that the price of BTC has seen a significant spike, the 23.66 Fibonacci retracement level has not yet been retested. I know that many people want this to happen, but again, you know that it won't happen right away. we need to understand what's happening with the dominance. Naturally, you are aware that this announcement marked the conclusion of the litigation. And as I've said to you guys before in my other updates, I think it's already priced in. I've already been saying this, over the last few months, when the prices were going insane. I was saying, think, people are overcoming. Know this SEC loss. No one really seems to care now because, of course, regulatory clarity is coming, so, sooner rather than later, regardless, what the, case or whatever is happening, most likely it is going to get dropped, and that's exactly what we saw happening, so I think it was already priced in, but I think, ETF is something we need to kind of, realize because, no, ETF means, more inflows to come. A regular, ordinary